Hello, villains. It is I, Lana, your resident evil diva, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. No, I didn't forget what to say. I knew what I was doing. I wanted that extra dramatic pause. Maybe I forgot what to say. Um, I'm in my supervillain era, as you can see if you're watching us on YouTube, if you're listening to us on Spotify or any of our audio podcasts. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but just know I'm in my super villain era. And I'm all by myself. And it's just the way, I like it. Because I like having a conversation with you guys. Um, I am not drinking anything, didn't grab anything to drink, but I do have my cup mug. And since it's me, I guess that means we have a panel full of cup mugs, panel full of cup mugs. Super villain edition. And you can get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch at lanajscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. I am here talking about House of Villains episode 6. And yeah, it was an interesting episode. We had some dramas, we had some things going on. Um Not at all what I thought it was going to be. But it was an episode and we're going to talk about it. But before we do that, why don't you hit the subscribe button while you're here? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share with your friends. If you know anybody who's into reality competition reality shows, direct them this way so they can hear our lovely thoughts and give your thoughts in the comment section below. We appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. We want more and more so we can have a discussion in the comment section about what we thought about House of Villains. Are we still entertained? Are we still entertained? 6 episodes in, are we still entertained? For me, the answer is yes. Yes, I am still entertained. Yes, I am still interested in what's going on. And so I love it here. I love it here. I'm going to get out of my supervillain era now so I can see. But yes, House of Villains. Oh, before we do jump into that, I almost forgot. We have 3 other channels you can support us with. If you're in a fan of drag, Eurovision Song Contest, or wrestling, we have 3 other channels that you can support. So hit there. All of those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, as well as our Patreon. So you can get early access across all 4 channels and exclusive content across all 4 channels. Absolutely. So do all those things. Join us on all of those things. And yeah, let's get into it because a lot has happened in the house. And where we left off was we knew that Larsa was the supervillain of the week, and she put Camilla, Victoria, and Teresa on the hit list, which kind of gooped and gagged people about Teresa. Everybody else knew that they were going to be it. So they go to the. This is after. Oh, hold on. I'm going to pull up our thing because Richard Hatch was also eliminated last week. So, well, the week before, well, 2 episodes ago. But yeah, I don't want to be on screen by myself. So we go into this week and we have um, Victoria, Camilla, and Teresa on the hit list. And naturally, so they are a little annoyed, pissed off even. Um, Victoria's upset. She's just like, whatever, I'm not going to deal with this. I knew it was coming. Camilla was a little emotional after being called emotional, and she was like, "Why'd you have to do that? I'm not really emotional," as she's being emotional. So it was kind of interesting that that happened, but it was fun. It was, well, funny to see, but not funny for her feelings because her feelings are very valid. She is an emotional person, and she came here with a purpose and a reason for what she was doing and why she was doing this. And so her emotions kind of got to her and she didn't like being called emotional though. But this is all part of Wes's plan to get out Camilla. And he's very, very adamant about that plan. And I'm going to take this logo off so it will not cut off Candy's head because that's kind of rude. That's kind of rude. Um, but yes, they and Teresa's shocked. Teresa's very much shocked. She was like, I thought we had something here. We were supposed to be housewives for, down. And she feels very betrayed by Larsa. And then so Larsa pulls her aside, like, listen, listen, listen. I had to do that to show people that we're not as tight as everybody is, but just know I'm working for you. And I'm like, that's cool and all. If I was Teresa, I would be like, yeah, I hear you. I ain't gonna forget about that. Because for me, if I became supervillain, just know she would go up. Even if I'm not trying to send her home. But like, oh, I just want everybody to know that I'm not afraid to put you up. And it'll be a back and forth game. Like I'll put you up, but I will fight to keep you here. Um so but it is what it is. Teresa's kind of like, all right, it's fine. But she giving it a side eye, but she like, it is what it is. Um, it a lot of conversations were had in this episode. We saw Camilla talking to New York, and New York trying to give her a pep talk, like it ain't over. You relax. You don't have to calm down. It's okay. It's a game. Larsa wants to let her know it's just a game. It's nothing personal, just a game. Everybody's saying the same thing. It's a game. It's nothing personal, just a game. So whatever. um, so the next day they get up, and everybody's still trying to be cordial and cool, because it's just a game. I don't know if y'all know that, but it's just a game. Um, So we come over the loudspeaker and she's telling them they had to get ready to go back to school. They're going to school for the redemption challenge. They're going to school for and so they get dressed, head to the high school, and see that the teacher comes in and it's misspelling. Misspelling. Tori Spelling, that is. Tori Spelling is the teacher. And this whole beginning interaction was weird. I know what they were going for. I get what they were going for. The hot teacher, naughty teacher, you know, the dominatrix teacher. But to me it was kind of weird. And I was just like, okay. All right, sure. Tori Spelling was doing things. She was hitting the desk and licking the rulers, and Candy had an apple for her, so she told Candy to bring it up and bite it. And then feed it to me in my mouth. It's like, and for someone who likes me, who is like me, who can't stand the swapping of germs like that, it's like, okay. And I get it. Don't be, you be like, oh, but kissing, you do the same thing. No, chewed up food. Mm-mm. I draw the line. Draw the line. Gross me out. But then she spit it out and threw it. It was all kind of weird. But, whatever. So she tells them that the school has been vandalized and there's graffiti everywhere. All, villains' names are all over the place. And the job of the three people on the hit list is to go and erase their names from the graffiti all over the place. It's chalkboards and stickers and all kind of stuff. So they have to go and get their names wiped off, and it's 85 times. Everybody's name is on there 85 times somewhere. And so they had to go get it off. And that's what they did. And it was like close. Teresa was pretty much not, well, she was closer, but not really into it. It really came down to Camilla and Victoria. And they both were back and forth, getting, thinking that they were almost there. They both had one left At the same time, at the last round, both of them had one left. Victoria had a sticker, and Camilla was something she had to erase in one of the classrooms. And so it came down to those two. But ultimately, Victoria came out the winner, and she was now off the hit list, which meant that Camilla and Teresa were up for elimination. Sure. Sure. Um, it was close, but we find out that Teresa's blind as a bat, as they say, because she can't see. She couldn't see the sticker. She couldn't see which one was hers. She was gonna get LASIX right before, but she didn't, and she didn't have her glasses. So sucks for her. um, so they go home, and then the campaigning starts and begins, where Teresa is talking to um well, it started even in the car on the way home because Larsa was telling Safari and Jesse that um, they have to vote for Teresa to stay because she promised her. She gave her word, and Safari was Candy was like, "I'm not voting for my girl Camilla. I'm not doing that." And Larsa was like, "You need to vote with the house. You should always vote with the house. The house never loses. Don't vote against the house. You don't want to be the one to vote against the house." Like she said that like 5 times. And I was like, "Okay, I get it." But Candy was like, "Screw the house. Don't care about the house. I don't care about voting with or without the house. Imma vote how I wanna vote, and I don't care how the house votes." And it was what it was, and I was like, "Work." Um, work, work. Uh, it was what it was at that point. So, um it was what it was. Wes was very much on the get Camilla out because he was still butthurt about her putting him up on the hit list, although he came off the hit list right as he got up there because of Victoria. So I'm like, okay, Wes, got it. But it doesn't matter. I get it. I understand, but I'm like, all right. Sorry, I just got a message that kind of threw me for a second. I'm like, what? Anyway, it was anyway. So um Larsa and Wes are on agreement that they should vote out Camilla. And so Camilla is talking to Safari. Safari is kind of like, I don't know, because like I know Camilla put me up and I didn't forget, but we do have a good rapport and I kind of like her in the house and she would owe me if I kept her. And so Jesse was like, saying to say like Larsa didn't put me up, I gave my word to her that I would vote Teresa to stay. And Camilla was like, "But I didn't put you up either." He was like, "Yes, I know, I know." All of this comes down to Jesse and Safari are in this thing with West, this ring that they like to call it, and they want to take out they I feel like they think they're the grand dames of the house, like the dons of the house, like they running everything. And Wes is the ringleader. And literally, well, we'll talk about it later how this all came to part. But he is like he's just like telling folks what to do, and then they go out and do his bidding. And it was very interesting to see that. Um, so then we have a conversation between Victoria and Teresa, and Teresa was like, Victoria was like, if I wish I get supervillain next week. If it was me, I would put up Larsa, Candy, and Teresa. You. And she was like, "What? Why me? Why wouldn't you put up New York?" And Victoria was like, yeah. And she was like, "Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would, I would put you up." And she was like, "Oh." So Teresa was like, "I would definitely put up New York. If I was supervillain, I would definitely put up New York because she is who is my target. I will put up New York." And so Victoria's like, "Wait, what?" I think Victoria is really scared of New York. I think that's what it is. Victoria is literally scared of New York, and so she does not want to put up New York. And I'm like, "Girl, this is the game. Don't care nothing about it. I'm not gonna be scared of New York." But she seems like she's terrified of New York. Like, "What? You will put up New York? Nobody will put up New York. Don't nobody put up New York." But, Teresa was like, "I will put her up. She's my target." So Victoria runs and tells New York that Teresa said if she was supervillain, she will put her up and she will put her out. And of course, New York, being New York, flips out. So she goes off on Teresa, calling her everything but a child of God. And was like, "You trying to put me out? You trying to put me out? You can't put me out. I'm not going on. Da da da. And your husband sent you roses because he's cheating on you. He's guilty and he sent you those guilt roses. All those roses represent how many people he cheated on you with while you were here." And I was like, "Where did that come from? Like, what?" We go from back and forth, like, "You can't put me out," and da da da, to your husband is cheating on you and he's sending you guilt roses. Like, what? What? And Teresa's like, "Are you jealous because your man ain't send you no roses? You jealous you got nobody to send?" She's like, "My man is not guilty. That's why he don't have to send me roses because he ain't cheating on me." I was just like, this just turned left so fast and so unexpected. I was completely bamboozled and like caught off guard with that. But whatever. I'm usually caught off guard with New York and her tyrants, and it just come out of nowhere. And this was no different. She just went off. She called this man guilty on television. We don't know if he is cheating on her. He could be not. But she just called it out like she knew for certain. So it is what it is. New York still yet and still baffles me every time she goes on a rant, and I have no idea where it came from, but it's entertaining. So it is what it is. But her and Teresa, they just, I don't know why it fell apart, but it did, and it is what it is. Um Safari tells Camila that he is not going to put her out. He's like, "My black queen, I wouldn't do that to you." Da da da. Um And so I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Teresa was trying to find out where this came from, why was New York coming for her like that. And Victoria tells her, "It's because I told her what you said." And Teresa was like, "Why would you? Oh, so you caused this drama. Okay, I got it." And she was like, "No, I didn't know I was going to start." And here's my thing. I don't know. I don't know if this girl is plain woefully ignorant or she is just that dumb, just that dense. Like, I think she knew exactly what she was doing when she told her that, but she's trying to feign like, "I didn't know. I have no idea. I didn't think she was gonna do that. I thought we had a confident confidentiality between us." Like, why would you think that? Like, I think this girl is playing and she's trying to act like she is stupider than she is, and I don't know. If she's not playing, oh my god, girl. But I think she's playing. I think she's playing. I have to think she's playing. At this point, I have to think she's playing, or I would just be, oh my god, it would drive me nuts. But I have to think she's playing at this point, because how would you not think that that is going to stir up some trouble? How do you think that's not going to start some drama with New York? How volatile she is. How do you not think that's going to start up some drama? Like, mm, mm-mm, mm-mm, don't, no. It just seems weird to me. But, um, one thing, they did have a slumber party in between this time, so a slumber party happened. I thought it was stupid, so it was not that much a part much of me worth, um, talking about. Uh, it's a slumber party. Um, so though, the voice asked the question, do we know who she is? Does my voice do I sound familiar to any of you?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, no." But apparently they're supposed to know, so I wonder if that's going to come into play later on in the season. Who knows? But we'll see. So they get called down to the villain's lair to do the elimination, and um Camilla gives her plea, was like, I really want to be here to all of the, she said, made a mistake with Safari and put him on the block, but that was a mistake. And I want to, pay that back and do all the things. I want to be here. I want to fight. Please vote to keep me. Simple to the point. Um, Teresa pretty much was like, I love everybody here. Want to play. If you keep me, that'd be great. Let's just do this. And yeah, no fiery things, nothing drama, nothing crazy happened, you know, after that. So it was a simple, easy moment, not a lot of drama, except for Teresa making her claim that she will be coming for New York and that she is deleting her out of her phone. She has her phone number, she's deleting her out. And New York's like, I don't care. You think I want to call you? You think I would actually called you after this over? I'm not calling you. So I'm like, oh God, it's wild. Jesse came down in his Mr. Spectacular outfit. So he's just walking around in um his little tiny shorts, and Teresa and Tiffany are fighting, going back and forth, and the whole time he's just flexing his pectoral muscles, just doop, 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 doop. And so, of course, Joel calls that out, and like a good segue to get away from the fight and to go right into what we have to do. But like Jesse hadn't stopped doing his flexing the whole time. I think that's Jesse's way of coping. Like I don't think he likes conflict, and especially if he's not in it and just standing there, it kind of is awkward for him. So he kind of just flexes to take his mind off of what is going on around him. And if that's his coping mechanism, then so be it. So be it. Um, so so after that, they go to vote. The vote comes back, and with a vote of 4-2, Camilla has been eliminated. Oh, I put the wrong one. Camilla has been eliminated. Yeah, I hit the wrong one. But yep, that's what happened. Camilla's been eliminated. She flips everybody off as she's being flipped to the wall. Um, I'm sad to see her go, honestly. I really, really wanted her to stay. I really wanted her to be there longer, but it was what it was. You put up West and you took the shot and you missed, and he took the shot and didn't. So I hate that. I was hoping she would stay there longer, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But Candy came and gave her a hug the second they called her name. It was 42, so I wonder if it was Candy and Safari or Candy. I think it was Candy and or Victoria. I think it was Candy and Safari because I don't think New York actually. Well, maybe it was Candy in New York who did it. Maybe it was Candy in New York who did it. Yeah, I think it was Candy in New York who did it. But it was what it was, and, he is gone. We saw clips from next week, and it looks like Victoria and Larsa are still at it because they had their little tiff. Even in this layer, I forgot to mention that Joel talked about that stupid dog birthday party, and there's fighting over dog birthday parties and whose dog peed all over the place. Who cares? Who really cares? Honestly, who really cares? Like, first world problems. Who really cares? We give not who really cares? I just all I'm saying. But whatever. But looks like they're gonna get into it, and Larsa and Victoria just yep, 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 yep. Interesting. We'll see what happens next week. But that's all I have. That's literally all I have to talk about right now with these two, with this show. It is what it is. Um, I'm still entertained. I'm still entertained. I'm still sad. I'm still watching. And I cannot wait to see what happens next week. But that's all I got. So I'm gonna put the logo back because Candy's gone. But I appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much for spending your time listening to my little old thoughts. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you're not watching House of Villains, you really should. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. If you just like nonsense drama, this is the show for you. And if you watch this whole thing, then obviously this is the show for you. So thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button on your way out if you haven't done that already. I appreciate you. Um, Follow all of our other channels. Those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links and our Patreon as well. And you can follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you keep scrolling down a little, you will see the link to the merch at lanag'screation.etsy.com. And we're going to get out of here because I ain't got nothing else to say. Uh, Cheers, y'all. Peace out. Bye.